morning, students. In today's class, we are going to study about modern periodic table. We know that there are 118 elements, and in the modern periodic table, the elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic numbers in horizontal rows. Horizontal rows in the periodic table are called the periods, and vertical columns are called the groups. So mostly arranged all these elements, total 118 elements in the increasing order of atomic numbers in 7 horizontal rows. These horizontal rows are called periods. So there are a total of 7 periods and how many groups? 18 groups. And this arrangement was given by Moseley. And the modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers. State modern periodic law, the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers. Therefore, in the modern periodic table, the properties of elements recur after regular intervals of atomic numbers. So, the recurrence of properties after regular intervals of atomic number is called periodic properties. The properties are called periodic properties, and this periodicity of elements is due to the presence of same number of electrons in the valence shell and also due to similar arrangement of electrons. So, why periodicity arises? Due to the similar valence electron configuration. For example, if we check a particular group, let us check the first group. They consist of lithium, sodium, potassium, etc. So, on moving from left to right, from third element in the second, the element lithium with atomic number 3 in the second period. Okay. On moving from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th element from lithium is sodium. And the 8th element from beryllium is magnesium. The 8th element from boron is aluminium. So, all these elements, the elements in a particular group have similar chemical and physical properties. So, the properties recur after regular intervals of atomic number, and the properties are called periodic properties. The reason is due to the similar valence electron configuration and similar arrangement of electrons. So, we can say that lithium and sodium and potassium show similar chemical and physical properties due to the presence of same number of valence electrons. Why these elements are placed in group 2? All the elements in this group have 2 electrons in the valence shell. So their properties are almost similar. So the recurrence of properties after regular intervals of atomic number is called periodicity in properties. So now we know that in the modern periodic table there are 7 periods and how many groups? 18 groups. And the group 1 elements are called alkali metals. Group 1 elements are alkali metals. There is one exception, which is hydrogen. Okay. So alkali metals are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. And group 2 elements are known as alkaline earth metals. This group 15 element, nitrogen is the first element or representative element, and group 15 elements are generally called as nicogens. And group 16 elements, the first one is oxygen. So group 16 elements are called chalcogens, which means ore forming elements. Group 17 elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine are called halogens. And last group 18 elements are called inert gases or lazy gases or rare gases or airy gases. So, if you examine the elements in a particular group, let us take group 17 elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. have 7 electrons in the outermost shell. So, why these elements are placed in group 17? All the elements have 7 electrons in the outermost shell or valence shell. Then, why these elements are placed in first group? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, etc. are placed in first group because all the elements, atoms contain 1 electron in the valence shell. Group 2 elements, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, etc. placed in group 2. Why? Because all the elements have 2 electrons in the in group 2 contain 2 electrons in their valence shell. So these elements have similar chemical and physical properties. And each period ends with them. Each period begins with a metallic element and ends with the inert gas. Each period begins with an begins with the alkali metal and ends with the inert gas. So the periodic properties. Periodic properties are, first one is atomic radius. Atomic radius or atomic size. Define atomic radius. We know the structure of atom. This is nucleus, and suppose this is the last shell of the atom. Then the atomic radius is the distance from the center of the nucleus. This is the small circle represents nucleus. The distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost shell is called the atomic radius or atomic size. So define atomic radius. The distance between the center, very important, the center of the nucleus to the outermost shell. Not from the nucleus to the outermost shell. From the center of the nucleus to the outermost shell. The next periodic property is ionization potential. Consider an atom. The central part of the atom is nucleus, which is positively charged, and electrons are negatively charged, isn't it? Protons are placed in the nucleus, or nucleus is positively charged, and electrons are negatively charged particles which revolve around the nucleus through circular path called the shells or orbit. And we know that opposite charges attract. Electrostatic force of attraction between the nucleus and the electrons in the outermost shell. Then we can remove the electron from the outermost shell by applying a certain amount of energy. A certain amount of energy is required to break the electrostatic force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron in the valence shell. Electron or electrons present in the valence shell of the atom. So the amount of energy required to remove an electron from the outermost shell of an isolated atom is called the ionization potential. So define ionization potential. The amount of energy required to remove an electron from the outermost shell of an isolated atom is called the ionization potential. Next term is electron affinity. Affinity meaning likeness towards electrons. So you consider the atom. This atom contains 2 electrons in the first shell and there are 7 electrons in the last shell. Is it stable or unstable? Unstable. So this atom is ready to accept one more electron to attain a stable electronic configuration. Therefore, this atom accepts an electron. As a result, the energy of the atom decreases. So the excess energy is released to the atmosphere. The excess energy is released from the atom by accepting the electron. So the amount of energy released when an atom accepts an electron to form an anion is called the electron affinity. So why the atom accept electron? In this atom accept electron to attain a stable electronic configuration. So when stability increases, energy of the atom decreases. We know that stability and energy are inversely proportional. When stability increases, energy decreases. When stability decreases, energy increases. This atom with the 7 electron has high energy. So by accepting electron, the total energy of the atom decreases. So the excess energy is released to the surroundings. The amount of energy released when an atom accepts electron to form an anion is called electron affinity. By heart the term. Next we are discussing about period and period number. We know that the modern periodic table contains how many periods? 7 periods. The horizontal rows are called periods. Then from if suppose an element with atomic number 10 is given to you. So atomic number 10. Suppose let us take the element as X with atomic number 10. We are going to identify the period number. For that we have to write the electronic configuration. Atomic number 10. So write the electronic configuration 2, 8. First shell 2 and the balance 8 electrons are in the second shell. So there are how many shells? 2 shells. So shell number, if shell number is 2, then that element belongs to period 2 of the modern periodic table. So shell number meaning period number. Shell number is equal to period number. Okay. So another example, boron, atomic number 5. The electronic configuration is 2, 3. This element belongs to period 2. The next element, element Y with atomic number 13. Write the configuration 283. So there are 3 shells. So the element belongs to which period? Third period of the modern periodic table. So shell number represent period number. So first period in the modern periodic table contain how many elements? 2 elements, which is considered as the shortest period. 2 elements. And those 2 elements are in the gaseous state. Hydrogen and helium are gaseous elements. So name a period in the modern periodic table which contains gaseous elements, hydrogen and helium. First period. Second and third period contain 8 elements each, and they are called short periods. The first period, shortest period. Second and third period contain 8 elements. So it is short periods. Then in period 2, the element boron is considered as a metalloid. Boron is a metalloid in period 2. What is a metalloid? Element showing both metallic character of both metals and non-metals are called metalloid. Then inert gas in period 2 is neon. Then the halogen in period 2 is fluorine. Element with the triple covalent bond is in chemical bonding chapter we learned the atomic structure of nitrogen molecule. Triple bond nitrogen, double bond oxygen molecule O2. Okay. The third period also contains 8 elements. The inert gases in period 3 is argon. Then halogen in period 3 is chlorine. The metalloid in period 3 is silicon. Metalloid in period 3 is silicon. So now we are discussing about the property trends in a period. Property trends. So let us write the electronic configuration of elements in period 2. 2,1, beryllium 2,2, boron 2,5, carbon atomic number 6, electronic configuration 2,4, nitrogen 2,5, oxygen 2,6, fluorine 2,7 and neon is 2,8. So by examining the electronic configuration of all the elements in period 2, there are how many shells? Each element in period 2 contains 2 shells. And how many valence electron? First shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So moving across the period, the valence electrons increases by 1 unit. Valence electron increases by 1 unit. Here the electronic configuration is 2, 3. So valence electron increases by 1 unit and number of shells remains same. So similarity of elements in period 2 is, or any period is, the number of shells remain same. But the valence electrons increases by 1 unit on moving across a period. So similarity is the number of shells remain same, and the difference is the number of valence electrons increases by 1 unit on moving across a period.